Yo, you listening to the Oprah Rose Show with TT and Gigi, and yeah, get it poppin'.
Thoughts. Everything begins with thoughts.
She's a slut, she's a hoe, she's this, she's that.
We say to girls, you can have ambition, but not too much.
It's about people being uncomfortable with women owning their sexuality.
What is the truest, highest vision that you hold for yourself?
I'm a real ass bitch, and I'm gonna get everything that I'm gonna get on my own.
I know for sure. You don't get what you wish for. You get what you believe.
Hi guys.
What's up? What's up?
Sorry, I'm TT.
I'm Gigi.
And TT's eating. I'm Didi.
Zoom.
Sorry. I got so hungry.
Out of nowhere.
And this is episode 219. I'm almost done. I'm episode 219 of the Oprah Rose Show.
Yo.
You chewing, I'm yawning.
This is very indicative of how we feel.
Yeah.
Like, okay, now I'm done. Very indicative of how the dolls feel. But before we say how we feel, make sure you still like, subscribe, rate, tell a friend. Email any questions, comments, concerns, anything you want to see to the Oprah Rose Show at gmail.com. Yeah, the dolls are just as I take goldfish out of my teeth with my tongue and have the nerve to be talking.
As I take goldfish out of my teeth with my tongue. It do be just like that. I love it.
I'm like, teeth with my tongue. That's the stage that I'm at. I'm so fucking tired.
I mean,
that should be the name of this podcast, actually.
I'm just so tired.
About how we tired, huh?
It's true. I'm just so fucking tired.
So tired.
I'm tired of being tired.
I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired.
I'm tired of getting on my own goddamn nerves.
All of it.
Yeah.
I'm
the Rapture.
baby. I'm motherfucking tired. Like,
who's thriving? Who's thriving in this madness? Like, how? And show me your secrets.
Who's thriving in the madness of January 2022? Damn.
Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is thriving.
Is it? I don't keep up.
I don't either. I feel like she's doing good.
It didn't go down.
Okay.
I still can't buy none.
So she's still doing good. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I'm like literally like, I don't know. Like anytime I look at like, you know, the Instagram blogs, the Shade Room and Neighborhood Talk, everybody down bad.
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's people that are doing exceptionally well.
But you want to know who's really telling us what we should be doing? Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Telling us that we should be manifesting the things that we want. Did y'all see the campaign? I know y'all saw the campaign.
It was beautiful. It was hard not to see it.
Right. The one that caught my eye was Matthew Cherry first, about him wanting to win an Oscar.
Mm-hmm.
He was the first one I saw because I follow him and I feel like I've been following him for a while. And
me too, but I don't know how.
I don't know how either.
I didn't even know he was a former football player. I had no idea. Yeah, he was a former football player. Yes. Because I only know him from the book Hair Love.
Right.
That he created.
That's what he won the Golden Globe for,
That's
right?
what he won his
no,
Oscar for.
Oscar.
Yeah. Because they made it into a short like cartoon film. But he's also directing in multiple TV shows, one of them being Kings of Napa. But before he did all of this, he was a football player. And who the fuck knew?
Wow.
I never knew any. I do love, y'all know I love a good inspirational quote that I don't be following, that I be just trying to, hold on too tightly. And I feel like he would post stuff like that. And so that's probably why I started following him.
Yeah. He's also doing the Fresh Prince reboot. He's directing.
Yes, I did see that. Okay, can I also say I was not super into a Fresh Prince reboot. I was like, I'm good. But
I think I needed it.
I don't need it, right? But it looked good a little bit.
They have a trailer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen any.
Somebody else said that. I think because I sent it to someone else, so now I constantly see it. It's more like Uncle Phil is like fine and Carlton is cool, but you can tell they're like taking on, like, it seems way deeper than Fresh Prince. I thought it was gonna be like the complete
Like the same
remake, and
They
like
made
this
it
is
into
actually
like
more
a drama.
Yes, it's definitely more of like a dramedy, if you will, or like a drama. It's definitely not like just, like shits and giggles or whatever. So I was like, okay, maybe I'm not. So definitely after I watched the trailer, it made me be more open, because I was like, I don't want to see that.
Right. What network? Do we know what network? Is this an HBO thing? Peacock. Okay.
Oh, it's Peacock.
And is it NBC?
Oh, I guess so.
Yeah. I'm like, Peacock. Didn't it come on? I think it came on NBC before.
It did come on NBC, yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. Which I didn't even know was about Benny Medina. Did I already say this?
We may have talked about it before, because I think I vaguely remember you mentioning that it was about Benny Medina.
Next case. So anyhow, yes. Love to see Matthew tweeting his things about, I got amnesia, child. I don't know.
Yeah. They also have Megan Thee Stallion talking about she gonna need a team because this rap thing about to blow up.
So hers was the first I saw, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, what is this? I'm so confused. And then once I started seeing all the others, I like understood it was, like your tweets and manifesting and putting things out into the atmosphere. All I do is complain on Twitter and tweet song lyrics. So I don't think I've ever manifested a damn thing. Maybe a break.
Didi did.
I sure did. I sure did. And they did not put me on the billboard in Times Square for my manifestation.
I'm dead.
But my manifestation came to life in Times Square. So it's cool. It's cool.
Right. Next time. I noticed this isn't their first time doing a campaign like this, because they did do this last year, but they chose like both influential people and regular people, but any type of like polarizing tweets. They put them up on billboards last year. So I think they just are re-engineered that specific campaign and made it a little bit prettier, a little bit more positive, and found like, super successful people that they could use to highlight as examples. But yeah, kudos to you, Twitter. It was a really, really nice campaign.
Yeah, it was well done. They had Miss Demi Lovato up there saying that she wanted to sing the national anthem. I'm trying to think who else. There was like a couple of sports athletes on there as well. But the campaign, which led me to the thing.
Oh, Issa Rae was on there.
Oh, she was.
Yep. Yeah, but I mean, the overarching, obviously, gotta put out what you want. I'm gonna tweet, I don't want to be tired anymore.
I don't know about that one.
I don't want to be tired. I'm so tired of being tired. I don't. And then they say, it's all about how you approach things and your approach, but I don't know. I'm trying.
Do you think tired is a state of being, or is it a mind thing?
Both. I think for me, it's literally being like, I've been a tired person my entire life.
You make your own self tired.
Yes.
I make my own self tired.
This is different though. This is like exhaustion.
Yeah. And I know we've said this before, but it's just like, I cannot believe we were like up and at 'em and like moving around every day. So to be this tired.
Oh yeah.
And you're just like, in the house, like, we had MLK was a holiday, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna relax, I'm not gonna do anything. And I ended up like meal prepping, and I dyed my bundles, my weave, and I washed clothes, and I folded them, put them away. So I was like, child, I am tired by the time, and I've made like 3 meals. It was like on top of meal prepping. So by the time I think it was like 6, I'm like, all right, I need to sit down somewhere.
Right, it's given, I could lay down.
And I'm like, but I would have done this any other, Sunday. Like I would have crammed all of this into a Sunday because you had to go back to work on Monday or whatever. Right. Like I don't know how.
I don't know how. I would have, how we're saying how we're tired now, we would have been tired, but having fun, I guess.
Maybe.
I guess that's the other coin to it, where it's like you're tired from having fun, So you don't think of tired in the sense of it being a negative. It's like, damn, bitch, I'm tired because I was out last night, girl. We was having drinks and everything, bitch. Now I'm going out tonight.
Yeah, I'd be mad.
Right.
Mad bored, okay?
Bitch with no voice. Now I'm going out tonight, bitch. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
After dinner, going back out.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe there was other stuff to look for. There's just like nothing to look forward to. You know, you're just every day is like the same shit every single stop. Like I'm excited that I have doctor's appointments this week because it like breaks up the monotony of my day. Like I have a dentist appointment, I have laser, like that. I was like, oh, okay, maybe I'll take myself to dinner after my, dentist appointment. It's just, yeah.
And I think the thing about, because you're manifesting not wanting to be tired. The other thing, like, I was thinking too, like, all right, well, what would I manifest? And so I kept coming back to the idea of like, soon I really want to take like filmmaking seriously. Mm-hmm. And so like really like doubling down and like finally writing a script. And so I was like, I could do that now. But it's like, I just be so tired that I don't be feeling like doing nothing afterward. And I just want to like sit back and be very mindless and just watch TV shows.
Yeah.
It's harder for me to read books now. And I'm always home because I literally, like, I just want to be mindless. Like I want to sit, and every time I try to pick up a book, I'd be like ready to go to sleep then. Like I just want to be mindless.
If I pick up a book, I ain't finished. It's like a couple pages. I'm like, damn, what did I just read? Let me go back.
Yeah. It's hard to read right now too. Yeah, it's hard to be productive.
It's just, I saw somebody that said if there was a pill for productivity, I would take it. Child, I would have a 60-day refill. Like I would literally, if I could just take something like to be productive all the time, I'm like, maybe that would
feel like they do Adderall. That shit work for me. I might need to get a prescription.
Take some of that. I don't know, child.
I had Adderall once for my homegirl, if he's listening, he knows who he is. And I just hate the come down. I really do. And
it's harsh.
It was like very harsh. And I was like, I don't want to do this.
That's why kids be like, they don't like being on it. So you like a little like 15, 14-year-old and you can feel the come down?
You probably can if my old ass could.
Oh my God.
And then all those hormones raging inside. Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't like it. I didn't like that feeling.
I didn't realize they had that. Because I remember when you watch stuff and the kids are like, oh, I didn't like how I felt. And I was like, well, what were they feeling like? Wow, it's probably that.
Yeah. But then if you have a prescription for it, you're taking it. So I don't know that you necessarily have like this come down that I have, because once I did it that one day, I wasn't taking it the next day. So I don't know.
I know someone that literally as a kid was like, he hated it. Like he hated how it made him like, and would hide them. And then even I remember in school, like people used to hide them.
Right.
So the prescription is the same. It's the same prescription.
Now, please believe I had fun while I was doing it now.
Yeah, but just
I was just really productive when I had Adderall, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I really need that shit in real life. But
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, we're all just here. It's given day by day. We talked about this last week about, I told you my first year, not like super planning shit. Like it's day by day. I don't know.
What do you mean super planning shit? What do you mean by that? What do you mean by trying to super plan shit? Is it like around holidays?
Oh, no, I said I'm not.
Right, but what exactly is it? Like, what have you planned before that you aren't like planning this year?
Nothing. I don't even know if anything worked. I'm just very much that person that's like, okay, by 35, I want this. By 40, I want this.
Got it. You mean in the grand? Okay,
yeah, exactly.
I wasn't sure if he was talking about like this year. Like,
no, I mean, and I guess for the year, like I would have. Let's say if it was like I remember in like 2000 and I think it was like 18, and I was like, oh, I want a new job so bad. That job ain't comes in the 3 years. So, I also with that, it's kind of like, I'm all set. Like, yeah, I'm all set. Everything's going to happen when it's supposed to.
It's true. Yeah.
Like apartment, like literally I had like apartment, car, and everything came, like staggered, where I wanted everything in 1 year. And that shit definitely all came in 3 years later.
And we talked about all that happening on, on previous episodes. And like, you were always this person that when you hit a milestone, you wanted things to have happened by then.
Yeah, like I would hit 30 and I was like, oh, I should do this and that.
And I was just never that person. Like I honestly now when people be like, where do you want to be in 5 years? I'm like, I don't know, not tired. Shit. Like
I told somebody alive. I was like, I think I don't even know.
Not I think.
Like alive. Like, yeah, that what is that? That'll be 41, child. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't.
Oh, yeah, 5 years I'll be 40, but
Oh. Damn.
I
can't even think about it. Ooh.
Right.
But the thing, here's the gag, like 40 is so young, and when I was 25, I thought I was going to be married with 2 kids by 28. Like, I honestly do not know.
I don't think 40 is that young. I'm sorry.
What?
I don't think 40 is that young. I'm sorry.
I do. No, I do. I think there's still a lot. Like, I think you know yourself more, so you're just way more confident in yourself.
Oh, those are highlights. But when you look at it granularly, no, you're not a spring chicken. I'm sorry. You're not old, but you're not a spring chicken.
God.
Your eggs are dried up. Your pussy don't get as wet anymore. Like,
but I thought it was the reverse, and you can have the best sex of your life because you're more in tune with your body, so you have a higher sex drive.
Yes, but you do need that yoni egg and them steams and all of that. Like, I truly believe the way we're living is kind of like unprecedented, that we have access to all these different things, the technology, and we can fight the aging process. But the reality is that I think we should look into seeing getting older as a great thing, which you are. Mm-hmm. I don't think that it's young. I think in a grander scheme of things, it's like when you talk about illnesses and stuff like that, yeah, it is young, but it's not spring chicken. Like 40 and 20 is
not 24, but I think it's like our 40 is not our grandparents' 40.
And it's not our parents' 40 either, really.
Yeah, it's not our parents' 40. Like half my friends are 40, and I would never even, we doing the same shit. Like I would never think that, where our like you said, our parents or grandparents, like 40 was damn near 60. Like you got, I mean, granted some people do, but you got grandkids and shit. Where
you got grown ass kids at 40.
You got grown ass fucking kids at 40. You've lived essentially a completely different type of life than some 40-year-olds now.
Yeah, because you can't tell me I'm gonna be old at 40 because I'm gonna be on and popping. Now,
the
way that I know I'm gonna be old though is because my body just does not react the same way the next day to alcohol.
That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. No one is saying you gotta stop hanging out at the club. No one is saying any of that. I'm just saying that 40 is not, you're not a spring chicken.
Because that next day after more than maybe 4 drinks.
Yeah,
I don't know that I would condone more than 4 drinks ever, but in the event that you are celebrating and that's what you decide to do that evening, it ain't the same waking up the next day.
I'm like that now, so that's why I'm saying it's like I really feel like it's like the same girl. 30, I was like that at 34. So like 34 me and 40-year-old me, I'm gonna finally have my my body gonna be together by then.
Yeah.
Finally. So
I invested in my body, bitch. I'm done.
Yeah, but all that is, like I said, I think as you get older, you just let go of a lot of that stuff and it changes. All that like 2 kids and a picket house and marriage, child, give me a loft someplace.
Yeah, that shit is overrated.
Yeah, I might give me a little puppy, call it a day.
All that shit is overrated.
I think everything is overrated, truly.
They're so cynical.
I mean, honestly, just do what the hell you want to do.
Just do what you want to do.
In this day and age, it's so much easier to look across, though, because we see what everyone is doing. It's like constantly fed to us. Anytime I pick up my phone, I see what someone else is doing. And it's also easy to manifest these things that people have without knowing, one, how they got it, how they maintaining it, if they're going to keep it or they're going to lose it. And so you always look at, a lot of people look at the rapper girlfriends and, you know, manifesting these lives for them. And it's like looking at Jada Waiter like, I wish I was Jada. I want to live Jada's life.
Truly,
I too want to live Jada's
truly,
life.
honestly, wish I'm a grown ass fucking woman and I wish I was Jada Waiter. And I say that, here's the thing, I say that, and yes, I do want it, but like all jokes aside, I really do feel bad for these younger girls. Like, first of all, the 19-year-olds look like the 40-year-olds.
Oh
my God. They look older than us.
They look older than us. And so like, I cannot imagine being that young and constant and you know, essentially I'm doing air quotes, keeping up with what all the shit looks like, or you know, like even the whole like whether it's $200 dates, or you know, like my nigga's supposed to do this that and if you find somebody that does that, that is great. But like if you talking to like regular ass Joe Schmo, like he might not be able to do that. And this like just all of the conversations and the back and forth, the relationships between men and women, child, I really feel sorry just for the state of, in particular, black relationships.
I mean, because they're put on this pedestal now of mimicking what you see other people who have copious amounts of income being able to provide and do. And you know, I don't know.
Ray worked at the damn Safeway. I don't know, everybody got a Safeway. At the Giant, where I'm trying to think of a supermarket chain that everybody got.
I mean,
so Ray make like, he a manager, he make a good coin, but can he go buy you a Birkin? Like, no. It's just, even outside of that, like I saw on something today, and it was like 3 dudes walking through the mall with like,
oh my God.
bags. Yeah. And it was like a whole, it's like, that shit is so fucking corny. Like,
and you know they bought the most corniest pieces out of all of them.
First of all, the one bag was empty as shit. Now you know you're just trying to stunt when you got an extra bag, when you got one bag per item, because you can easily tell that one bag, that one little shoe he bought some slippers, child. Went in the day, you know they be just
not clocking his purchases.
I was in the bag like,
well, because they slowed the video down, so you
they
got
slowed the video. So it was all that
was in the bag. It was so spacey.
Nigga
so the bag was like hanging like sideways because it was like falling to the other side of the bag.
That nigga bought a tie and a pen from the Gucci store and was like, give me 2 separate shopping bags. Like, what? Wow. If you don't condense that shit and like and then just to do all that, it's like, I don't know. It's getting real oppy outside. I checked the weather.
And I was like, I could just tell that they were in Atlanta. It's given, you know.
I thought they were like in Dallas or Houston. I was getting like Texas vibes. Either way, it was like south of the Mason-Dixon, and it was wild corny.
Not south of the Mason-Dixon,
but it was like a wild.
All I have to say is I just love my people in the South. Like y'all gonna buy y'all labels.
That's just because at first I was like, that mall didn't really look like Phipps or whatchamacallit, but I don't know.
Now she know the malls.
I do. Listen, they had COVID testing in Lenox, so I spent like every day there one week.
Ooh, Lenox girl,
it was behind girl.
Risking your life.
And this is the week after they put up the
metal detectors.
Metal detectors. Mm-hmm.
So have you gone since they put up the metal detector?
Who?
T.
Yeah, have I gone back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a.
So it's literally like somebody checking you before you walk in.
It's honestly like the last time I went, maybe 2 months ago, it was way more lax, and it's just like it beeps, like nobody was checking anything. Like the one time you just like open your bag, like I said, that when I went like the week after, no, it beep. They just let you go. Like they ain't nobody checking that shit. Like it's not like security.
Right. Pull everything out your bag.
It's not that.
Take your shoes off, ma'am. The Gucci's off now, please.
Yeah, it's definitely not that. No.
Can you slide those back through, please? Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. It's not. They don't even have that. It's literally just metal detector.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It's just like I said, back to these, relationships with people. There was even, let me find it. There was like a Justin LaBoya. I can't even believe I'm gonna actually quote him. I'm so
right, because he don't do nothing but steal people's tweets.
I was just about to say you really quote somebody else, but
is just steal. It was something to the effect of like making your man's plate every day and bringing it to him as slavery. And I was in a group chat and we were talking about it. Yeah, and I was like, I'm not gonna lie. I was about to go on strike because I felt a way that I was like, oh my God, is this slavery?
Because you kept doing it kind of thing? Like every night you were just bringing him a plate?
Well, this is the thing. And this is the way I thought about it. I'm the one that cooks. So like, I'm not gonna be like, sit down and be like, all right, bring the plates after I done cooked.
Right.
Yeah.
Same.
I was like, that's not even a caveat, but it's like, who's doing all that to like, if you're the cooker, then you're probably going to plate the shit. And I would also do that for
And that's how you know don't nobody cook, because this wouldn't even be a topic of conversation if you fucking cooked.
Yeah, I was like, well, I really was like, oh my God, is it giving slavery? Should I stop this immediately?
Oh my gosh. Don't let the internet dictate your relationship, please.
It's not slavery. It is a form of love. You know, being able to cook for someone that you love and bring them because you would bring the food because you're also washing the dishes while you're cooking. You clean it up. So it's like, this is just a part of that process.
Yeah, that's what I said. I was like, I'm the one that does that. And then I think, G, you posted something today, our favorite girl of, I know you girls like to tussle.
I know how you girls like to tussle.
We should add it. Add the clip. Real quick, sorry, do we have any ads too?
No.
I need to do one, but I can wait for next week because we only need to do one for Manscaped. One.
Oh, okay.
I'll do it next week because I still have to like write it out and record it.
Got it. Okay, so it was the 1938-minute mark. I was saying if we want to play the thing, and then I was like, do we have an ad?
Yeah, but remind me next week.
Okay.
Because I still kind of record it, and I ain't doing that tonight.
So I'm just gonna play the thing that the girl said.
Okay.
You want me to insert? I'll insert the actual audio from it. Then.
Okay, that's what I was trying to ask.
You could just play it for us now, and then I'll go back in.
We're not bringing nothing to relationships. For centuries, decades, we've seen our grandmothers, our mothers, our great aunts give everything and get nothing. So for the first time in history, we're saying no. You don't get a free incubator. You don't get a free maid. You don't get a free chef. We're saying no, and y'all losing y'all fucking minds. No, ma'am. And then y'all calling me a feminist. If you know me, you know, like I still want Susan B. Anthony here. So that's not even the thing. Y'all just need a label to put on somebody who's telling y'all no. We said step y'all pussy up and y'all made podcasts. That don't seem weird to you? Nothing.
Here's my question. What the fuck is Susan B. Anthony head?
I don't know what that's about.
Oh, so Susan B. Anthony, she was like one of the originators of like the feminist movement, specifically the women's suffrage march. But this goes to like that whole even what we see now with white liberal women or white feminist women, how they like to move the line and use their frailty as fuel to say that their needs need to come first before Black people. And so Susan B. Anthony specifically, when it came down to rights, you know, Black men technically were able to vote before Black women or all women.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry. The head part though, like,
she said, I still want Susan B. Anthony's head. Like, I want to fuck her up.
Oh, I thought she meant head as in, okay. See,
you thought she meant head as in like oral sex?
That's what I thought she meant.
Oh my God.
Oh no, like baby. She want to fuck her up.
Oh my God.
Because of that. Okay.
Start the Rapture.
Start it. That's all right. I'm coming with you.
The fact that G gave us the History Channel,
the most eloquent history, and my dumbass was like, "I'm so sorry." Wait,
I'm so sorry. I heard you. But she wants.
Oh my gosh! I can't laugh hard, y'all. Please.
You gave the most beautiful explanation around Susan.
And I literally could be like, "Wait, what?
Woman suffrage?
What?"
I'm fucking dead.
Okay, and that's why she did that other thing about Susan B. Anthony.
Yeah, because she basically started this whole shit.
I'm sorry.
Okay, right. And then, like you said,
okay.
when black men got the right to vote, she was like,
Yeah, she was hating.
Okay.
Yeah. And then
I
they
love
didn't
the
even want
way-
black women to be a part of the women's suffrage march. Like all this whole shit.
I love the way black people describe like any part of history. Like she was hating.
I mean,
Right.
hating hard.
Hating hard as a bitch.
And so that's
Hating.
why white woman fragility is like still a thing. I guess you
Yes.
can trace it back to that.
Yes.
I mean, before that, child.
Well, before that,
Yeah.
but that was like a platform that they all were marching together and being like, hey, this is what we stand for. This is what we want.
Yep.
Yeah, but child, yeah, that's a whole other conversation.
We
and
still want her
topic.
head.
Yeah, exactly. But not oral.
Bop,
Not
bop,
oral.
bop, bop,
Not
bop.
oral.
My bad. But I feel like, you know, so many times we have seen, you know, like whether it be grandmothers and everything
Yeah.
is passed down of like what you should do and how you should treat and this and that. And now we're like standing up or just being like, hey, actually, I need more. Like, that's not okay. And I have no issues, honestly, with doing like, you know, you play your role and I play mine. But it feels like men be wanting you to just play yours and you don't have to play your role. Like, that's the part.
That part
I do not.
TT Bear. Yes. They
Do
don't
not subscribe.
Yes.
Well, what y'all want him to do?
If it's a partnership, like a true partnership, and we are talking about, you know, gender roles, this is, I guess, and for the purposes of this is like a heterosexual or a cisgender couple.
There we go. Yeah.
I'm learning. Oh my God.
Proud of you, girl. Proud.
Yeah. So, you know, there are roles that sometimes like a cisgender woman may not do, like she may not take out the trash or something like that, or, you know, whatever the people do, like she ain't fixing shit around the house or whatever because the male is doing that. If it's like, no, we're fixing shit around the house, I'm taking out the trash, I'm making all the meals, like what is it that you are doing to provide and actually make my life easier? Because that is what, if we're both people, actually, it should make a relationship should make both people's lives easier. It shouldn't be like the brunt all on one person. And I think for so many times we've seen that.
I agree. And I totally agree with everything you said, T. I think to answer your question, Dee, from my perspective, I agree with everything T said, because not every relationship equates the same level of checks and balances, or the things that I do or the things that you do. I may date somebody who's a chef, who's amazing at cooking, you know, and whether or not he wants to use that to cook for me, like that could be a conversation that we have. I may not be a good cook. So if his role is to cook, then that should be what it is. I feel like, you know, we're kind of past the whole normalcy of like traditional gender roles. You can kind of create the roles that work for you in your relationship based off of your strengths and weaknesses. And that's the conversation that kind of has to be had. I feel like a lot of people or men who have this claim of, or angry about women, you know, standing up for themselves and saying like, I don't want to do this or I can do this, is we don't live the same lives. Back before, y'all was bringing y'all whole check home here to the house. And the wife was the budgeter. She was the one who was saying, okay, we're gonna pay the bills, the mortgage, Ray need new shoes, little TT need a new dress. Like that was kind of like the woman's thing. But now it's not the case. So you can't use that same like measuring stick for 2022 relationships, because it's just not
it's not the same. Yeah, we're comparing apples to oranges. Like,
completely
not the same.
We've evolved. Women have evolved. We fucking work, we cook, we clean, we fucking got great careers, good friendships, parents, or whatever. Like, we're fucking flying high in this shit. Exhausted, yes. What the fuck are y'all doing? You know,
and I think to your point, right? The roles, that's the thing. The roles don't even have to be these like gender specific things, but it's just like, what is it? If you know, I hate washing clothes. Okay, well then you wash the clothes while I'm like making like, or whatever, vice versa. Like, it doesn't matter, but like, you just have to do something. And it almost seems like not all, but like men want like this scot-free ride or something because you've seen, you know, because you've watched your mother probably do everything. And so it's like, oh, well, my mother did that, and I'm not your mother. Like,
but I'm not your mother.
Right.
And even to the point that we were raising earlier, just in terms of like, when we were talking about being 40 and how your parents being 40 and your great-grandparents being 40 is completely different than being 40 now. I'm sorry, Six's coffee's cooking in the kitchen in case y'all hear all this noise in the background. Gender roles. So he is cooking. I cooked like last week, so we be like switching it up. Whoever decides to cook, we'll cook because we both know how to cook. So I just feel like things like that, like if you're not good at something, just asking for help or like assigning that person to do it and y'all agreeing to communicate. Yeah. Okay, so T got upset when I said assign, but
or no, because I feel like that that was almost like a right type of thing. Like,
okay, am I speaking solely for gay relationships? Because there is no gender norm, we're creating gender norms in its own way.
That might be it. Seriously, that literally might be why there's no and correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if like y'all are having these same types of conversations that we are. Like every time you look on Twitter, like all it is like people, like, you know, like men and women going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth over the pettiest shit. Because like you said, we don't have the same measuring stick. We've evolved, but we're not evolving with what's happening now. Y'all are literally creating, like you said, well, I cook, you cook, because we both cook. That would, I feel like it would still be
also. Yeah, and I also think it's just having that conversation, because part of it too is like, I think we got to a point where I was probably doing much of the cooking at one point. And so he asked me even like, you know, I can cook, I'll just cook. You don't have to feel like you need to do everything in the kitchen. And I'm like, no, it's cool, like whatever, like I'm here, like I'm leaving from the gym, I'll just cook anyway, it's not a problem. But it's having that conversation so that the other person doesn't feel like they're carrying the brunt of whatever this exercise is. Whether, I mean, we're using cooking as the one, but if it's washing clothes, if it's taking out the trash, it's like we're both able people to do both of these things. Yeah. Why can't we just have a conversation and agree that, okay, I'll help you out here. Like if I only know how to make steak and potatoes, guess what, baby? Guess what we make in the night? Steak and potatoes.
That sounds yummy.
Don't it?
Mm-hmm. And I was like, and that sounds like a dream. I don't know. I just ain't never experienced that shit. I mean, that sounds great, but that is not the experience that I have experienced. Because I also feel like, you know, men aren't as open to those types of things, right? And I'm not saying all, right? There are absolutely some men that are and would be completely open. And like I saw a tweet today, and this girl said, she was like, something, she was like, Valentine's Day is for, we've talked about this, but she was like, Valentine's Day is for women. I'm not doing a goddamn thing but resting, no gifts, no nothing. And somebody was like, well, that sounds like a horrible relationship. And then she responded, she was like, no, my partner and I are actually both very 50-50. But she was like, but this is a day for me to just do absolutely nothing, like nothing. There was another point that she also,
I mean, I like that idea. It's the idea of feeling courted, and you know, she has that one day where her man is taking care of her, where if her man don't have no problem with it, why should somebody online got a problem with it? That's what the fucking problem is. People want to be internet gangsters and respond to everything when they home by themselves.
Not respond to everything when they're home by themselves.
Like, let people live their lives. Like, I don't know.
I don't know. There just needs to be a whole overhaul. I just feel like we need some new animals. We need some more food to eat. We need some more men. We need some more.
Ain't no food on the shelves if you go in the grocery store.
The supply chain fucked up. They done fucked up the men's.
The supply chain has fucked up the new shipment of men coming in. The men don't want to be men. The supply chain has fucked everything.
They want to be taken care of.
Lord,
the menu taken care of too.
They do.
Lord, the men you done sent here is complaining about the women on podcasts.
Lord.
they be more into women's business and the women's be into their business. Like men be messier. I just don't, we do need to bring that back. Shit. Maybe I am a feminist because we need to bring back the men that was bringing home the check and the bacon.
Okay. Because if he go to Trader Joe's.
Don't seem like a bad life.
You said what, G?
Don't seem like a bad life.
Okay. It don't. I wish I could sign up.
Bring it back. Yeah. Like, I mean, we would be bored of shit, y'all. But like, I'm low key, like, bring that shit back. I don't know.
I could put my time. I'll take some pottery classes. You know, I'll go to the gym every day.
I want to take
I'll make my 2 meals. You know, I actually have a whole life planned out for myself.
So we got to be clear because you can't be like a broke housewife because we could not do all these extracurricular activities.
No, like, be able to enjoy the shit.
It would right.
Oh,
you gotta be
absolutely
like,
not.
hey, so I can enjoy my like taking shit to bake sale and right after my I'm gonna be like Charlotte on but less annoying on See the Thing Is.
Yeah. Like
that kind. She don't be having nothing better to do.
She don't have nothing better to do but get on people's nerves.
That's the only thing. All she do is get on people's nerves. That's it. So I don't know. I'm very, very, very interested to see in like 10 years, like what these relationships and shit look like. Cause it does. I don't know. To me, it just feels like it gets worse. And I'm not saying that you stay, you know, the generations of like our grandparents, our great parents, like staying together just because you had to. I'm not saying that that's any better either, but like you said, they're like looking across and seeing all this shit that's just not even real on top of these unrealistic expectations.
Should never compare my relationship to fucking John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. Why?
Yeah, why? I would never compare my relationship to them.
But I'm throwing their names out because I just saw Chrissy's in front of me. But it's like I can look across at what they're doing in their lives now, where like our parents couldn't see what Whitney and Bobby was doing at home, kind of thing.
Yeah,
right.
Okay, yeah. So it's like, it just lends itself to us having this fucked up mindset that we got to catch up with them, and that's not many people's reality, or will never be their reality.
And we also don't know how their life is. They probably fucking miserable as shit. You just never fucking know. I think the only thing that I can't speak for anybody else, but the thing that I see that's aspirational is like the freedom associated with the wealth that you have to be able to create the life that you want. That is literally the only thing that I envy. I don't envy your fame. I don't envy how many kids you fucking have. I don't envy your fucking marriage. I envy the fact that you have the freedom to do whatever it is that you like with your day. That is the only thing that I want. And that's aspirational to me. But who knows? Them motherfuckers might be miserable. So you can't really, like you said, Didi, you can't look at them and be like, oh my God, goals.
Yeah, because they're tired in some capacity as well.
Yeah.
I just don't know what their tired feels like, but it feels like something to them.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. I would actually like to feel what it feels like.
I would love to.
Hell yeah.
Healthy tired feels like.
Shit, I don't. J. Cole was like, it was better being broke. Like, let me try that out for myself, J. Cole. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't believe none of these motherfuckers when they say that. Although I will say, like, when you go away or when I go home and shit like that, people have simple lives and they be the happiest. Right. Because a lot of us, we're so consumer driven that we think if we buy this next thing, that'll make us happy. If we attain this next thing, that'll make us happy. We get this new, bigger, better job that'll make us happy. No, it just takes more of your time. You might get paid more handsomely, but now you have the anxiety. You can't go to sleep at night. Like it's where these people who don't have a lot of money, but they have all of the happiness in the world. It's like, I guess I can see the point, but I don't know that is also my reality, We
need a reboot. You were just saying that. I was like, yeah, I feel like we just need to unplug Earth.
You gotta think about it.
Take the battery out.
Wipe that hard drive. Like, take the whole fucking battery. And like, this bitch gonna be dark for like 15 seconds.
And everybody is on the same wavelength. Like we all experience the same thing at the same time.
And we go come back and shit is just gonna be so completely different. And I don't really know. That ain't my job. That's about my pay grade,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that up to God. But like,
I was like watching something recently, some documentary about the Earth and some shit, and how the world around us has evolved, obviously, with phones, social media, blah, blah, blah. But the human race hasn't evolved since it was created. It has not evolved since it was created. Everything else that's around us has evolved, but we as people have not. We've just
like
adapted.
Referencing the Darwin theory of evolution.
Right.
Wow.
And now we haven't technically evolved at all as species. We've only adapted to what's happening around us. And over time, it's only going to drive us insane because we're not physically, mentally adapted, ready to adapt what the next couple things are going to be. I ain't gonna be here for the bullshit, but I'm just saying what they were saying on this little special I was watching.
That's a really good point, especially when you think about like kind of the way that we're trending as far as like how much time we consume alone in a virtual space. We're humans. We need to interact. We need to touch. We need to feel emotions. We need to do all of these things. And yet the way that we're going, it's the direct opposite of that.
Yeah. Damn.
So we're driving each other apart rather than coming together. And that'll only hurt us as a society rather than bring us together. Because we haven't adapted to that yet.
All right, where's the cord? Who gonna pull out the cord?
Somebody, listen.
I know.
Pull this.
That was my G had her high moment last week. That was my high moment this week. I'm not high,
really good.
That is, we need a hard reset.
We do. To your point, we do.
Like, oh my God, Pedro, like that's scary.
Ain't it? When you think about it, like they gonna build robots that know more than we know.
Yeah.
I mean, they're already.
What is white people's obsession with robots? Because you know that's a them thing.
Yeah, I mean,
they are so fucking obsessed with artificial intelligence.
Bored. Like just nothing better to do.
They said it ain't enough racism in the world. Let's make these robots.
They just boredom. Like what else can we do that's going to cost billions and billions of dollars in time and resources, and we could easily be putting this money someplace else? Boredom and privilege.
Yeah.
Of like trying to be, like so advanced in our Western civilization. Like miss me. Like I said, hard reset this bitch. And we're gonna be I'm gonna be growing some shit out in my backyard.
Cannabis.
Right, literally.
Kale. I was talking to my grandfather. He had fruit I never even heard of. I had to Google some of the fruit that he was growing in his backyard. Like never even.
What's one of them?
You said what?
What's one of them?
I don't know. I've never heard of them. I don't even remember what they were. I've literally never ever heard of them. But like if something happened, he gonna be all right. Like he literally growing like kale, pineapples, mango, papaya, like fruits, vegetables. Like
and it's your grandfather in Bermuda?
Yeah.
Okay. I was like, where is granddaddy?
They're gonna be all right.
Yeah, know him. Yeah. Like I've never seen kale. I didn't know kale grew out the ground almost. Like I don't know where I thought it came from.
A tree?
Bushels, like out the ground.
Oh no, I'm asking, did you think it came from a tree?
I never thought about it. And I get it in my package. Shit,
okay, from Trader Joe's.
From Trader Joe's.
That shit comes chopped, and rinsed.
Chopped and rinsed. That's the only thing that she's thought about. Yeah, I don't. It reminds me kind of. I just started this Station 11 show on HBO Max, and I guess it's like, I to be honest, I don't really. It's like COVID with aliens. But that's probably a very bad take. But basically, like the world literally shuts down for like 3 months. And that's the part that I'm on now. I don't even know if I finished.
What show was this?
Station 11 on HBO Max. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a little bit of it. Six Poppy's been watching it. And it was like the black lead in there. And they were telling her that she needed to leave somewhere before she gets stuck there or something.
So I even got that. I'm so done. But that's what, the world is like, it's giving world stop. And then they come out, I think it's like 6 months later or something like that.
Aliens come out?
No, the people that were like.
The people come out.
Yeah.
What's the aliens, child?
I mean, they admitted to us having them or to them existing, right?
And they left. And the aliens was like.
They just dropped that shit.
The
aliens was like, yeah, we've evolved. Them niggas down there are some niggas.
The aliens like, it's so ghetto down here. It's giving
like you can't even breathe the air, child. You're gonna get sick.
Exactly.
Like they're still using oxygen.
The aliens was out, child. I literally saw something like that. It was like the aliens left us. They didn't even want to be bothered.
No, they can't even breathe the air. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we need new air, like everything.
Air.
That's what's gonna be the next thing. We gonna have, man, it's really scary when you think about it. Okay, I don't want to go there. It's gonna be dark.
Damn, we going real dark. Manifest the things that you want, y'all.
Right.
While starting the rapture.
While starting the rapture. But that don't motivate me. It's like this motherfucker blowing up anyway now. Now let me just live the life that I want.
Here's my issue. I realize I'm the person that anything that if I'm like unhappy about something or I want, I'd be like, well, I ain't gonna be here no way. So let me drink this wine, buy this coat.
I mean, we all gonna be zombies anyway, right?
Right, exactly. We're gonna be zombies anyway. Cause I was like, I need to give me like a little small bottle of Red. Cause like a big bottle where you can't like drink it by yourself. But like cause it's late. And I was like, fuck that. I'm opening up that little bottle of wine.
Fuck that. Somebody, I had talked to somebody the other day. She was a girl who I worked with at Essence, and I got her like a gift after Essence was over. I totally forgot about all of this, but she had reached out to me and she was like, I still have that candle that you got me after working with you for Essence. I was like, what? Why? Why are you saving shit? Burn that shit. Don't save nothing. And I was like, why am I being so aggressive to this guy?
But that's me. I have a candle from last year. I realized I've never ever lit it. And I was like, why am I saving a candle for something that I don't even know what I'm saving?
Like, what are you saving it for? Yeah. Let me look.
I'm like that bitch tonight.
I think most of my candles except one has been lit, but I don't even know. It's a newer candle.
Yeah, I have a newer. I'm not gonna lie. I might have like 3. No, I did like that one. No, I do. I do have 3. Wow, I actually do. But I also have like 18 candles in here. Right. So
yeah, it's about a good 8 candles in this little dish right here.
Well, live the life, do all the things, child. And the quote is, if you weren't ready, you wouldn't have the opportunity.
Okay.
Oh, yes.
Right on time.
Okay.
What is meant for you.
Thank you for saving us from that dark place we was in.
I was like, there's no way we can do it.
If you got it, it was for you. You were ready for it.
And if you didn't, it wasn't for you.
Then you wasn't ready.
It was not for you.
Y'all better give me a sermon.
Okay.
I told you that's my favorite TikTok sound right now. Oh my God. And
I had to watch.
Funny. I didn't even know it was a gospel song. Had no clue this was that sound was a gospel song.
All right, y'all.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.